everybody. All right, welcome. I am back. I had a cancellation this morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a video for y'all. The one that I haven't done for a while is a strength training with the stretchy band and the ball. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. So, of course, all the usual disclaimers. Make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair, no handles. It's not going to move, it's not going to roll. Make sure that your workout space is clear of any clutter or tripping hazards. Make sure that you have water and that you're going to stay hydrated throughout your workout. And then you're going to want some kind of a squeezy ball. It doesn't have to be this big, it can be just a little toy ball, but something with a little bit of squishiness to it. We're going to be using that in the second part of the video. Then you want to have a stretchy band. Now this is kind of a fancy one. It's got a cover on it, it's got handles, but you can use whatever you have. So if you have a regular tube band with handles, that's great. If you have one of the physical therapy flat bands without handles, that's fine too. You can use that, no problem. So let's go ahead and get you started. I'm going to adjust the volume on this music so I don't have to talk quite so loud. Okay. As always, I'm using royalty-free music, so they may not be things that you recognize, but I don't want to have any copyright issues from YouTube or Facebook. So, and then of course, before we start, as always, please like and subscribe, follow my YouTube channel. That would be awesome to have a few more subscribers. And same thing on Facebook. You can follow my Facebook page, Body Image Fitness 2020. And like and subscribe, leave a comment if you want, let me know what you think and what you'd like to see more of when I do make more videos, what you like to see. So let's go ahead and get you started. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's going to be 90 degrees today, so make sure that you stay hydrated. All right, so go ahead and grab that band. And again, make sure you have a sturdy chair. It's not going to move, not going to slide. And we're going to start with a little mobility exercise. So if you have handles, go ahead and grab the ends of those. If you don't have handles, that's okay too. You're going to leave a lot of slack on your band right now. So we're going for mobility through the shoulders. This is put your coat on, take your coat off. And this is kind of appropriate for this morning because it's kind of chilly this morning, but it's going to get warm this afternoon. So put the coat on, take the coat off. Please do not wrap the band around your neck. If you have any problem with doing this, just keep the band right in front of your body and do circles that way. All right, let's go the other direction. It's behind you, it's in front of you. And of course, oh, there goes my ball's leaving. I'll have to go get that later. And remember that I have plenty of videos available of the other formats. So there's plenty of cardio, stretching, yoga, meditation, mind, body, strength training with the hand weights. So feel free to use some of those. All right, very good job. Let's go ahead and just do a little shoulder roll before we get into our next exercise. Nice and loose. So if you need to pause this video and go do some stretches or some more mobility work before we get into the strength training, please go ahead and do that. All right, let's go ahead and grab our band and shorten it up this time. So whether you have handles or not, it doesn't matter. We're going to pull it apart. You're going to be pulling it apart, bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. So your goal here is to not shrug up. You're going to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Pull it apart. Shoulder blades together. Good. So we're actually trying to work on the upper back here as well as the arms and shoulders. So make sure that you're really pulling those scapula together. If you need more slack, go ahead and give yourself more slack. Bring it into your body and then back out. Into your body and then back out. Good. Couple more of those. Breathing through it. Always keep breathing through your exercises. Take a little break here. All right, always keep breathing. So you can exhale on the exertion, the hardest part of the exercise. Inhale on the eccentric, which is the easier part of the exercise. But whatever works for you, please just keep breathing. Do not hold your breath through any part of the exercise. Sometimes people concentrate so much that they forget to breathe. All right, so coming up high this time and now pulling down to the chest. Come up high, pull down to the chest. Now again, you're pulling those shoulder blades together, Breathing through it. Nice. So check and see what your exertion level is here. You want to be feeling like you're working, but you don't want it to feel impossible. Last one. All right, great work there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the band underneath the feet next. And we're going to let go of the extra slack here and put our feet on the band. So for the first one, we're going to do the outer thigh exercise, the tap out and in. So you're going to crisscross your handles. So cross them, and if you have handles, great. If you don't, again, you can just hold on to the ends of your band, shorten it up a little bit, and then you're going to do a big step out, step in, step out, step in, out, in. So as wide as you can go without really having to scoot around in your chair. Okay. Keep breathing. Nice. So this is outer glute, outer thigh. Used to do this one a lot in class. You can also do a standing variation on this, but this is also a really good one. Very effective for those glute stabilizers. Last set. Perfect. All right, good job. Go ahead and keep the band underneath your feet, but we're going to uncross the handles now. So next part, we're going to be working on lower back. So you're going to lean forward, grab a little extra. Make sure that the band stays down. So, or that the band stays under your feet, excuse me. That your toes don't come up so it comes up and snaps you in the nose. You definitely don't want that. That's painful, so keep the toes down, heels down. Band stays stable under your arches. I forgot to mention earlier, please do wear sturdy shoes if you need those. If you're okay with socks or barefoot and you're safe with that, that's fine. But for most people, wearing sturdy shoes is the way to go. So I apologize, I forgot to mention that at the start of the video. Just make sure that you're safe. Now on this one, we are focusing on the lower back to bring us back towards the back of our chair. So hang on to that band. Keep the shoulder blades slightly pulled together. If it's easy, go ahead and shorten it up a little bit more without letting the shoulders round at the bottom part of the movement. So as you come forward, you don't want to round. You want to keep the chest up, shoulder blades together. Breathe. Don't forget that. I know I give you so many things to do. Good. Nice. Couple more. Almost there. Very good. All right, so our next one, we're going to do an alternating row. Now make sure that you keep those toes down, heels down, and we're going to do one side at a time pulling up. So slight rotation here, controlled rotation, and then the other side. So one's going up as the other's going down. Good. Very good job. Nice and controlled. Breathing through it, really big pull here. I'm leaning slightly forward, neck is in neutral, so you're not arching the neck. If you need to, you can tuck the chin down. If it bothers your neck at all, feel free to tuck the chin down towards the collarbone. One more. Great job. All right, let's do some bicep curls from here. I'm doing all seated option on these, but when we get to the ball, we're going to do a few standing things too, okay? So don't worry. I won't let it be too easy. Now, if this is not enough of a challenge, go ahead and bring those feet further apart. Shorten up the band that way. Curl, release. So you're really doing 3/4 range of motion on this one, or even half range of motion. Still going to be working those biceps. Good. All right, now go ahead and turn your palms down. We're going to do a little front raise for the shoulders. So if this is too hard, now you can bring the feet back in narrower. Just make sure that the band is still secured under your feet. And this is going to be a tiny little movement. So we're going for the deltoids, okay? The shoulders. Tiny little movement. Elbows can be bent slightly, not too much. And make sure again that you're not shrugging up. So you're almost pushing it away from you as you lift it. Okay? Again, going for those shoulders, relaxing the neck, relaxing the upper traps. Very good job. Last one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bring it out from under the feet, work on some triceps here. So for this one, we're going to take our non-working hand and shorten up the band, grab it in the center. Our working arm right here. We're going to take a little extra band. I'm going to turn to the side to show you. You're going to be straightening the arm all the way out. I hope you can see this. So it's going from a bent elbow to fully extended without shrugging up. And we're going for the back of the arm here. Full extension. Now you can adjust your tension as you need to. Make sure it's an appropriate amount of tension for you. Can you see this? Full extension out. Working on the back of the arm. Last one. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. So switching sides. The stabilizing hand is in the center of your band, and then a little bit of extra slack here for the working arm. You want to make sure that you feel the triceps. You want that resistance there, and you do want to fully extend the elbow. Make sure that you're not cheating yourself out of part of your range of motion here. Good. So make sure that neck stays relaxed, traps stay relaxed in your breathing. Good. Last one. Nice job. Okay, so let's do a rotator cuff exercise. So the rotator cuffs, some of you have injured them. They are the small muscles in there, in the shoulders. They're stabilizer muscles, and we're going to work on them by doing an external rotation. So I've got my band, I've got a little extra on each side. Make sure that you have enough slack that you do not have to lift your elbows away from your body. So we're going from in to out. You're opening the barn door on both sides. Okay, and those upper arms are going to stay locked in by your sides. Elbows locked in. Nice. Last one. Very good. All right, go ahead and put your band aside. Let's take a little water break. I have to go get my ball because it rolled away earlier. So I will be back in just a second. Thank you for your patience. All right, so as promised, we are going to be doing some standing option things with the ball. Again, just a toy ball of any kind. It's nothing fancy. This is just what we have here. I'm going to start with the inner thigh press, and then we're going to move into some standing option exercises. So we're going to squeeze, release. Now, I have some sore hip flexors from moving heavy boxes the other day, so I'm not going to push very hard. But you can, if you're feeling good, inner thigh, hip flexors, pelvic floor, okay? All right, let's take up the tempo a little bit. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So again, inner thigh, hip flexors, pelvic floor. Sit up super tall. We're gonna get to some abs, don't worry. We'll get there. Squeeze, squeeze. Keep breathing through it. One more. All right, now, we're going to do some stand-up, sit-down. So if for any reason you do not want to or can't stand up, you can either continue the squeezes, or you can do it with a squeeze and a little march. So that is your modification if you're not able to or don't want to do the stand-up. I'm going to do the stand-up, and my head's going to come out of the screen. Okay, let me move my chair back a little bit. So we're going to keep squeezing that ball, and my head's still going to be out of the screen, but you get the idea. We're still squeezing that ball. Now, if you need the modification here and it's not comfortable for your knees, sorry, I'm trying to get out of the light shining on my face. I know that the light's shining on my face. That's the best we're going to get. Okay. So if you need the partials, if you need the modification, you can do a half, you can do a 3/4. So what I'm saying is if you cannot come all the way down to the chair, if your knees bother you and that's uncomfortable for you to come all the way down to the chair, half squat or quarter squat is fine too, all right? Totally fine. I do apologize for the light. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that upper part of the window. It's just very bright and sunny outside. So, as we come down, we're going to put the weight back in the heels. We're going to squeeze the glutes on the way up. We're going to keep squeezing that ball. Very good. Last one. Okay, now seated or standing, we're going to do heel raise, toe raise. Heels, toes. Heels, toes. Keep squeezing that ball. You get my fan out of the way completely because we're going to do a little penguin walk next. Penguin shuffle. Good. All right, squeeze that ball. We're going to take a little walk here. Let's go the other way. And one more time each way. We've got some abdominals coming up next. Good stuff. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and have a seat for the abdominal part of it. I'm going to move back in a little bit to get rid of some of that glare. Okay, so for the abdominals, you're going to move to the front half of your chair. Make sure it's stable. Make sure it's not going to move on you. You're going to lengthen your spine, sit as tall as you can, pull your belly in, tuck your rib cage slightly, engage those abdominals. Now we're leaning back without touching the back of the chair. If you've come to my class, you know I love to use this one a lot. We're going to start with just the rotation. You're going to breathe through it. Even though you have those abdominals engaged, you're going to breathe through it. Now, the further you bring the ball away from your body, and the higher you go, the harder it is. Now, you have the option to add the knee lift. My lovely shoes. You have the option to extend the leg even further out. You can see the bottom of my shoes now, so I'm going to go back to just the knee lift so that you're seeing more than just the soles of my shoes, but you can do it with the legs extended. Remember to keep leaning back. That is a big part of it. So we're kind of doing all the things here, the lean back, the rotation, the leg lift, and please feel free to modify this as you need to. If you want to just do the lean back, that's fine. If you want to do the rotation without the leg lift, that's fine too. You can do what feels right for you, what feels like the correct level. Good. Let's take a little break there. That was quite a few reps. Catch your breath. Hopefully my camera won't cut out. I have a little trouble with storage on my iPad, but hopefully we'll get to the end of this with the camera still working. All right, round 2 on the abs. We are going to lean back, and then as you come back up, option to lift the leg and press the ball up. And alternating leg lift. Please never have them both off the floor at the same time unless you are holding on to your chair, okay? So let's be safe with it. One leg at a time. Working on those abs. Good. One more each side. Very good job. All right. Okay, so go ahead and move back in your chair. Next one is going to be our chest press. So heels of the hands pressing in, shoulders down, elbows tucked in, squeeze. And we're going to add a march to this. Squeeze, squeeze, out and in. Press, press. So we're working on pectorals here. All right, chest muscles, not just arms and shoulders. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more like that. Good. Now keep it in close to the body. We're going to double time those squeezes. Keep that march going. Is that crazy? A little bit. Elbows down, shoulders down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now I want you to just squeeze and hold, pressing as hard as you can. Keep that march going. Breathe. All right, let's switch to our fingertip press. This is our grip strength, okay? So all 10 as hard as you can. If you have arthritis or pain, just go as much as you can. Don't make it hurt, but do as much as you can to strengthen the hands, the wrists, the forearms, all right? This ball's a little bit squishy. If you have a firmer one, you might not be able to press quite as hard as I am. Now double time the hands, but keep the same tempo with the feet, all right? Little brain challenge there. Good. 4, 3, 2, keep that march going. Go ahead and extend out. We're going to rotate. All right? So the idea is to try and touch the backs of the hands to your ball. Keep that march going. Nice. One more. Last part with this one. Toss and catch. Keep that march going. Now see if you can add a clap before you catch your ball. Can you do that and keep the march going? How about a double clap? You're going to toss that ball a little higher. Good. One more. Great job. All right. Let's go ahead and take a small break here. Get some water. Then we're going to come back up to standing. So hydrate. Of course, again, if you are not able to or don't want to do the standing, please feel free to just repeat any of the seated lower body exercises. We are going to come up and work on some glute stabilizers here. So we're going to come to one side of the chair with our ball. We're going to do what I call the drinking bird. So you're going to hold the ball in your outside hand and you're going to be standing on your inside leg. All right, so the leg closest to the chair is the one that you're going to be standing on. The opposite hand has your ball. You'll see this in physical therapy sometimes. You're going to reach down so the ball is touching your toes. The outside leg is extending back behind you. The standing leg can be slightly bent. Squeeze that glute. Come back up, bring that outside leg through, press up overhead. So the goal is balance and working on those glute stabilizers, the outer part of the glutes, all right? This is gonna force you to use those so that you don't tip over. Use the chair as much as you need to for balance. You'll see me using it, and that's fine. This is a very challenging one. All right, a little bit more balance here. Y'all know I love to do my tree pose. So go ahead and bring the ball back to center. Toes can be down on the floor if you want to. Open the hip of the outside leg as much as you can and see if you can just balance on that standing leg. If you need the chair, go ahead and use it. Very good job. All right, let's go to the other side of the chair. We're going to do our drinking bird here. So again, we are standing on the inside leg. Ball is in the outside hand. It's an opposite hand to foot. So reach, reach, reach. Oops, this is my bad foot, so I'm tipping over already. Outside leg is stretching back behind you. Come all the way back up, knee up. Push the ball up overhead. I know I went off camera a little bit there. Try that again. Spread your toes out in your shoe. Give yourself as much stability as you can. Little knee bend on that standing leg is fine. Squeeze that glute as you come up. One more time. Great job. Okay, very good work. Let's go into our tree pose here. Again, toes can be down on the floor if you like. Sorry, my head's cut off a little bit here. But you get the idea. We're just balancing here. All right. Go ahead and put that ball down now. We're going to come around behind our chair and do just a little bit more lower body. So come around behind your chair. We're going to do some sumo squats. Now these are just going to be body weight squats or air squats, but they are still very effective. Your chair is there if you need it for balance, but you don't need to use it. If you don't need it, you don't have to use it. Toes are going to be out slightly. So I have a wider stance on this one. Actually, I'm going to move the chair so you can see it, but go ahead and keep your chair in front of you so you have it if you need it. Toes are out slightly. We're just going to come down and come back up. So chest is going to stay up, shoulders back. I'm going to take up the tempo on this a little bit. We're going to take out the paws at the top. So down, 3/4 of the way up. Good. Squeeze through here. Squeeze your glutes. Abdominals in, nice and engaged. Torso stays up. Don't look at the floor, look forward. Take out that pause at the top. We're going to go a little bit faster yet. Even a little bit faster. Yes. Squeeze. 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 Nice. Last one. All right, shake out those legs. Okay, so you still have the chair in front of you. We're gonna do a little glute lift behind you. So you can stand on one leg, the other leg is gonna come up behind you. I'm gonna turn sideways to show you this. You're gonna squeeze the glute, lift, release. Try not to fall over like that. Chest stays up, squeeze, lift, release. See if you can balance. Squeeze here, abdominals in, when you're breathing. Now go a little bit faster. Squeeze. So really focusing on that glute max now. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. One more. All right, switching sides. I'm going to turn around so you can see it. Same thing on this side. Squeezing that glute max. Lift, release. Lift, release. Torso stays up. You're not going to lean forward on this one, even though your tendency might be to do so. Spread those toes out in your shoe to help you balance. If you can let go of your chair, you can do that. Squeeze that big glute muscle. It's in there, even if you're not used to using it. I have a lot of clients with what's literally called glute amnesia, and we work on that quite a bit, and these exercises will help. You can also put your hand there to feel the muscle work. That's totally okay. See if you can feel the contraction of that muscle. The glutes are a powerful muscle. Last one. All right, good job. So last set of calf raises. Go ahead and step out to about hip width. We're just going to come up on the toes and come back down. Good. See if you can come all the way up. Chair's there if you need it. Breathing, we're almost done. How are you feeling? This went by very quickly today, but we got all the body parts. We got the back, the chest, the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the abdominals, the glutes, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the calves. I think we got it all. All right, go ahead and shake those legs out. Grab a sip of water if you haven't had one. I'm not sure what happened to my music, so I apologize for that. And we're just going to do a couple of stretches to finish off with. Okay, my phone turned off, and so it turned off. All right, so let's finish with my favorite stretch, the modified downward dog. All right, so go ahead and grab onto your chair. I'm turning sideways just so you can see it. You don't have to do that. So great big step back, both feet. Press the hips back. Stretch your back out. Try to bring your ears down by your arms. Little knee raise, or little knee bend, excuse me. Head is above the heart. You're breathing, really trying to lengthen that spine out. Good. Go ahead and slowly come back up, not too quickly. You don't want to get dizzy. Come all the way up. All right. Let's go ahead and just roll the shoulders front to back. Good. And then just nice and loose. Now again, I have lots of full body stretching videos, so check out some of those. Maybe I'll do another stretching video when I have a chance to do my next one, okay? Those tend to be a favorite one, so we'll do maybe a full stretching video next time. Those are so nice and relaxing, so check some out. I've been doing these since the start of the pandemic, so there's plenty to choose from. Plenty of them uploaded. Okay, let's go ahead and just do a little circle of the ankles. It's our time. Oh, we're doing fine. We're right at a half hour. I'm just going to give you some ankle circles since we did a couple sets of calf raises. Again, please feel free to go through entire body stretching either on your own or with assistance from my videos or someone else's. That's fine too. Circle the other way. I just don't want this video to be too long, okay? I like to keep them at about half hour. All right, let's do our final stretch. So you're going to step out to a nice stable stance. Go ahead and reach up, stretch the fingers toward the ceiling. We're going to stretch the back, lean to one side. If you can't reach all the way up overhead, that's okay. Just do as much as you can. If your shoulders hurt, that's fine to modify it. Stretch the other way. And stretch your back a little bit, stretch your shoulders out. And open the chest and come down. Awesome job, everybody. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for working out with me today. Thank you for your patience with not producing as many videos anymore, but things have gotten very busy at work, which is a good thing, very good thing. But it gives me less time to produce videos, and also I'm still dealing with the family issues that I have to take care of. So schedule is busy, but I am not providing excuses. I'm just letting you know that I will get new videos out when I can. But thank you for your patience. Again, please like, subscribe, follow me on YouTube. I would love to see a few more new subscribers, get those algorithms going so that more people can see it. Same thing on Facebook. Like and subscribe, and have an awesome rest of your day. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me, doing this workout, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.